There it goes. And then this should start kicking in again. Okay, there it comes. All right, now, there we go. For some reason, the stream just didn't go through last time. So there we go. All right, there, problem solved. That had been sitting there a while. Okay, so we've established this was from, you had adapted, not adopted. You had adapted this sentence from last week and taken out the word family, and that's an interesting use of those words. Now, can you say that without looking? I'm gonna hide it. Can you use this? Go ahead.
In English,
Yeah.
for students, study is the most significant effect on our reputation.
Now, did you just remember that, or were you logged in looking at it on your own screen?
No,
You are a
I
true
just
Boy Scout.
remember it.
Yeah, you are a true Boy Scout. You and me both. Um. Okay, I've one time I took a test in chemistry class, and the entire formula and equation to answer the question was right up above the chalkboard. And after the test, the students told the teacher, and he goes, I left it up. They go, yep. He goes, well, I guess that's my fault. So yeah, I said I didn't look at it. He goes, you are a true Boy Scout. So that was a fun time. Um, 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 for students, studying has the most significant effect on reputation. Technology gets more convenient every day. Okay, there are website. I want to evaluate this sentence here because hold on a second. I've got a dog that needs attention. Georgia, do you want to come in here? Okay, I'll let you come in here. Lucky, stay there. No, Luna, you can't come in. I'm gonna let Georgia in, and you can't come in. This is Georgia only. Georgia, come here. Now you are gonna scrounge. Can you lay down and be good? Come in, Luna. Come on. Okay, there we go. Oh, is that Flavor? You want to come in too? All right, come on, Flavor. Come on. All right. All right, now girls, you're gonna lay down. Now all of these dogs that came in. Now I'm using this term correctly. Okay. Um. All of these dogs are mama dogs for breeding, and we sell their puppies. All of them. Okay. And so a bitch is a mama dog for breeding. That's what that is. So I just let 3 bitches in the room. I love you, bitches. Lay down. Lay down. Hello. Love you. Flavor, be nice. Flavor, come here. Come here. Come here. People want to see you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. This is how to properly talk. This is the big alpha mama. She's in charge of everything. All the dogs are scared of her except for Daddy. Daddy's not scared of her. I love you, bitch. I love you, bitch. I love you, bitch. Love you, bitch. Love you, bitch. I love you, bitch. Love you, bitch. Okay. All right. Okay. Love you. Okay. Now, some people use that word differently, and that's different. Okay, that's different. Okay, but that is a correct use of our words. When you use it differently, that might be a different situation. But I like to reclaim words. I like to take words and use them correctly. Okay, hey, you may not come in here and argue and fight. Hey, Flavor, let Georgia have her little bone, okay? Just lay down and be happy to be with Master, okay? All right, thank you. Okay, this sentence here, I want to revisit that because I know what you're trying to explain, but I want to find. I wouldn't say it that way, but I want to know what you're thinking, and say it your way, but not this way, your way. Because when I edit your word, listen, I can solve the problem. Hey, Flavor, you can be in here and be quiet, or you can go. Now lay down. Lay down. Come here, come on, lay down. Lay down, go to sleep. Lay down and go to sleep. Flavor, lay down and go to sleep. Thank you, love you. Just lay down. Okay. Okay, for students, studying has the most significant. This is a rehash sentence. I like how you've adapted it, but I want to rephrase it for this use. This is not. Hey, okay, Flavor, you're not in here to take over the bone. Okay, and Luna, you're not in here to scrounge. So Flavor, what about this one? Here you can have your own. Luna, you're scrounging. Go out. Go. You gotta go. Thank you. You may not scrounge. You can come in and lay down. You may not scour. Flavor, here's a bone right here. There you go, right there. So use that one. Thank you. Lay down and be good. For students, okay, because this is not this is not the optimal way to. I see what you're trying to do. For students, let's do this. Has a significant impact on our lives. Reputation is that's kind of worrying about what other people think of you. And that's generally a bad idea. So reputation can help a little bit. If someone is lying about you and that hurts you because it seems credible, it's a lie and it's believable and it stops you and it should not. That's defamation. You can take someone to court for that. Because it's basically like destroying your life, but they're using words to do it. But beyond that kind of thing, you want to try to build a good reputation, but you don't want to live your life at the mercy of what other people think of you. For students, studying has a significant effect on our lives. Let's say impact. Now, part of this is because it does open up opportunities early in your life, and that will send you in a direction that later on, can be very different. Okay? So studying can send you in a direction. Now, I'll also say, in those directions, you will probably end up in the direction you need to go. Do your best, but then life will decide where you go. Your test does not decide where you go, Roy. Your life will decide where you go. You do your best, and then don't be afraid to let life make the choice for you. Okay? If you can get into Taiwan University, that's great because it's accredited in America. Have you thought about going? Are you able to go?
Maybe I can.
Do they have a music program?
I didn't search about it.
Let's find out. Almost every college has a music department. NTNU, National Taiwan. Is that Normal University? Hold on. Is this Taida? Or, no, Taiwan, National Taiwan Normal University is that Taiwan? Is this Taida? Or is it different? Guoli.
That is not.
That's not. It's not Taiwan Normal University. Whoa. Hold up. NTUA. Okay, maybe this. Is this Taida? Guoli,
No.
Taiwan. Well, Yisu
That is-
Daxue. That'd be music. Or that'd be art. Yisu Daxue. Is that a different name?
Yeah. Mm.
Hold on a second. I don't think Google is getting this right. NTU. There. That's NTU. Colleges and departments. Liberal arts. You know, there is another thing you could look at. I don't know that they have a college of music. Do you do things other than music? Is music your only thing that you do?
Yeah.
You say no? Well, you do everything, don't you? Because you score well in other tests, right?
Yes.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's. Okay, I'm not getting a straight answer. Let's ask an AI. That's not what I want. There's too much of this computer trying to outsmart me. Does NTU Yes, they have a music program. Oh, it's in the College of Liberal Arts, specifically through its Graduate Institute of Musicology, which is in liberal arts. It's a graduate program. The Graduate Institute of Musicology offers advanced degree focusing on historical. It's a Master of Arts. Okay. Okay, what about undergraduate and extracurricular options? Okay, general education course, individual courses such as musicking and listening in Taiwan. There are student clubs. They have a symphony orchestra, and they have a jazz club. Hey, they have a jazz club. And they have a symphony orchestra. They have a student. There's a symphony orchestra group. And they have a graduate program. I'm going to tell you something, Roy. Do you know the advantage of NTU? Taiwan University has one advantage. Do you know what it is? Do you know? It's the only university in Taiwan that's accredited in America. If you graduate from college in Taiwan, it counts as an American college in America. No other college in Taiwan is like that. If you graduate from a college in Taiwan and you want to go to America, you have to do, you may have more classes you have to take or something like that. I'm not sure how that works. It's an easy way to get into America. Uh-oh, now he wants to go. Now he's thinking. Now he wants to go. Okay. Let's go back to this. You could, and honestly, I'm going to tell you something, Roy. For undergraduate, now they have music studies, advanced music studies, their graduate program. I would ask them if undergraduate is your 4 years, Dasha. Graduate is after that, like a master's degree. You need to call the music department on the phone, email them, ask to talk to someone, and find out in admissions. Call the admissions department where they take in new students and ask them, must I major in music in undergraduate before I can go into the master's program for music? Or if I am an undergraduate student at the university, I can major in, you don't have a music major. Is there a path for undergraduate students with another major to study music for a master's degree at the university? You need to find out an answer to that question. Talk to someone in the master's degree admissions program. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Go find out an answer to that. Did you call that judge yet? Did you send him a letter?
Yes.
You did? High five. High five. Okay, that's not normal. Most people would not send that letter. You sending that letter to that judge, that could send your life in a different direction. Anyone can be number one first in Taiwan. That's easy. Every year, there is a student who's number one first in Taiwan that year. Not every student and not every year, almost never, does the student write a thank you, please tell me more letter to the judge. That might be a first. Do you understand what I'm saying? That isn't normal. And it's that kind of not normal stuff that you want to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. For students, studying has a significant impact on our lives. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Here's what I want to say. As a student, studying has a significant impact on my life. Now it's about me. Now I'm talking. Okay. That changes everything. You don't want to use this in an academic paper. Okay. Because in academics, you don't want to get too personal. But the same professional could write a book or an article. As a professional, it's okay to say I. It's not about who you are. It's about the stage you're talking on. So this format we're using here is very open. I'm not telling you if you have to use formal academic. I've been writing formal academic papers about my teaching method. Because I've been teaching this for 12 years. So I'm going to tell you something, Roy. I'm going to tell you two things. One, you could study language instruction. You could major in that to be an English teacher, which there's money for that in Taiwan if you're good. And you are welcome to use my curriculum as a place to start research and go from there. You could do that. I have written some papers about it, actually, so you could start with that. You wouldn't really begin doing things until your third year in college, I think, maybe your second or third year. But you could start with that as a basis of research to implement and test a more advanced program. You could do that. You don't have to, but I mean, anybody could. It's open, it's published, it's just go do it. You don't need my permission. But you do know me already, so you got a head start. Any of my students do. But I don't know if teaching language is interesting to you. In college, in the first 4 years, what you study really does not matter. In America, lawyers study anything in the first 4 years. Anything. It doesn't matter. 4 years and then go be a lawyer. Doctors, it's the same. Anything you want in 4 years and then learn to be a doctor. Those first 4 years are just teaching you how to think and write on a professional level. That's all that is. And it's teaching you a lot of knowledge. It's mostly the general stuff that you need to learn. So after that, you're good at it, and then you can really do your work. That's really what it is. It sharpens your brain with something. Okay? So in that 4 years, study what's interesting. Study something that you will never be able to learn anyplace else. You'll never have another chance. So study it there. Okay? For me, it was Bible and Greek. And knowing Greek helped me learn how to teach English because it's all language. Okay? So NTU will get you a bachelor's degree recognized by America. That's what matters. So the second thing I want to tell you is, if you go there, while you're in Taipei, ask your parents, find a blues and jazz teacher to teach you to create new music. What instruments do you play again? You have erhu and piano. Do you play anything else in symphony?
No.
Only those two.
Yes.
Okay. Find a teacher who can teach you blues piano. Jazz piano. Create improvisation. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need a teacher who can teach you to create new music. And those teachers are all in Taipei. That's what you want to do for piano while you're up in Taipei. Maybe your teacher in Tainan knows. Okay. And then you are an advancing musician. And I guess you could continue erhu lessons. Maybe there's maybe you could work out a special program so you take erhu lessons from a graduate school teacher, a master's program teacher, to give you private erhu lessons. You can do custom private music lessons for college. Did you know that? You could. So call admissions and tell them, ask them what's necessary for the master's program in music, because you're number one in music, dude, and you developed a friendship with that judge. You could make a big, big difference there. You don't want to lock in a music career, but you could open up a lot of stuff. Okay, so here's another idea. Really, it's a wild idea. Take Erhu and teach it to people in America. That is special. Well, you could. You're number one. If you're going to learn Erhu, you need to learn it from Chinese, not from Americans. You know what I'm saying? That could land you in America. Taiwan University, America recognizes it. Master's degree, and you know Erhu, and you studied it all that time. That, there's only one of you in the world now. That's easy to get a job in America. You could go to America and be a professor. Teach all kinds of stuff, and your English is good. That's just a thought, okay? But in that 4 years, you can study other things that you want to. So study what you love in those 4 years, okay? Master's degree doesn't have as much. It's more intense, but it's not as much. It's just harder. It's less work, but it's harder work. So you can still do what you love other times. Okay. As a student, studying has a significant impact on my life. Technology gets us what we want, gets more convenient every day. There are many websites let's say 4. Let's change it from genitive to 4. But the functionality does not satisfy the need, does not. Let's change that does not always. Let's say always. I'm taking what we did before and adapting a little bit. And here's the other thing too. You took something from before and you started there to go in a new direction, right?
Yes.
That's not always a bad idea. There was a movie about that. If you don't know what to write, just start copying someone else. And then go in a new direction to get and then you end up deleting it. So I want to invent a new web app with the question bank system. We don't need system here. Let's just remove it. We know what it is. We know what we're talking about. It's too many words. Question bank system website. It probably would be this. This is the way to do that. Question bank website systems. So what's your main noun? All of these are modifier nouns. They're nouns, but they're used like adjectives. This is the big one we're using. So are we calling it a system or others? Honestly, I think it's too many words. I'd go back to website. Okay, I still don't like this. We're going to come back. I know what you were trying to say here, but this isn't how to say it. But I want to think what you're thinking, and I want to go back and fix that. Teachers and students upload their exam papers to the website. Okay. I'm going to just be fast here with this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's review how, not the other, just other. Now we take a period. Now, if you want to, you can say, let's first review. Okay. Teachers and students upload. Doesn't have to be theirs. It can be somebody else's. Exam papers. And that's thinking in English very carefully. Other thing is this, Roy, we are now thinking about English more carefully than many English speakers do. And I'll tell you one more step. In fact, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you memorize this, I'm sending it to you now. If you memorize this, and I would be happy to go through and tell you what it means, but you could also just find out. If you memorize this, it's a really good speech. Read it every day. If you memorize it, your English will be perfect on every English test. That's all you do. Studying those other things will not help you very much. Just, how long does it take to memorize this? A little more than studying for one test, maybe studying for 2 tests. And now you've improved your scores on all of the tests forever. Memorizing is very powerful. Consider it. This is a famous speech because Caesar was just killed in Rome. It's from Shakespeare, of course. Caesar was just killed. He was aggressive and he was taking over too much. But the people loved him. And this made a problem. And so Mark Antony comes in to settle everything down. And he deals with the problem of Caesar being murdered and that people loved him and that he wanted to take over the world, and that was bad. He deals with all of it. And many politicians and ambassadors, do you know what an ambassador is? Ambassador? Many ambassadors and politicians and presidents study this. I would be surprised if Lai Qingde is not familiar with this. I am sure that Tsai Ing-wen is familiar with this. Many of them study this to try to understand how to solve problems with different people who are fighting. And remember, the man who wrote this was Queen Elizabeth's friend. And she was queen when England was exploring America. And she was there when England became so great. So, that's, if you memorize that, your English will become almost perfect. And then we can think about other things. Upload their exam papers. Their exam papers, we don't need that. How about they just upload exam papers? We can say that, okay? And what we're talking about now is advanced college level English. We're talking about years 3 and 4 in college English decisions, okay? Now you're still using basic, you're still learning some basic English, but there's also some advanced stuff here too, okay? So, your learning is a second language learning. It's not a native speaker learning. Teachers and students upload exam papers to the website. Then, let's say then, because we're describing a sequence of events. I'm talking too much. We're running out of time. Then it makes lists for different subjects. Makes lists, ready for this? According to subject. Students can find the test papers they want by choosing grade, subject, and semester. But makes lists by subject and grade. Is that right? This is used. A lot of people say ETC. It's an abbreviation. This is the full phrase, and that's good to know. Cetera. It's CE. Cetera. Sorts. Let's say sorts. It sorts lists according to subject, grade, etc. Okay. This is a very clear and concise explanation of the process. You're explaining a process, so it's going to be very methodical and boring and like a machine. Dun, 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 dun. And you want to do that so it's easy for people to follow you, okay? And you can have a friendly I'm talking about myself article and then do boring methodical part for just a section and then go back. That's okay because people understand. Okay? You're allowed to do that. Okay? Teachers, students can find the test papers. After choosing, students can download the question. test papers. My web browser freaked out. Students can find the test papers they want by choosing. Oh, by. Let's say searching. Subject and semester. Whoa, Roy, my computer is freaking out. I may have to stop the stream. I'm going to have to stop.